Welcome to the 3-Step Plan featuring inLife Regional Director, Mr. Ray Reynolds. Ray is well known for his professional camera work on such shows as Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, and American Idol. But that's not where his expertise ends. Ray is a motivational speaker and expert in network marketing. He's built a large organization in inLife and has helped many earn additional income with our company. Ray loves to share what he knows, so sit back, grab a pen and paper, and let Ray show you how you can help explode your inLife business in 60 days or less.
Hi, I'm Ray Reynolds, Regional Director with inLife. Most of us are here because we would like to make a lot of money. We're sitting on a tremendous opportunity, and we would love for it to go faster. Some people have found a way to leverage their time and explode their business in 60 days. I'm going to be teaching you 2 skills. An initial approach and a 54-second presentation, but in a different way, rejection-free. Does that sound exciting? We must take these 2 skills and teach them to others. We teach others to help them succeed. This is what makes you a leader. We need to lead people down the correct path. We earn our money and build big organizations by teaching people skills. We teach our reps exactly what to do so they could do it without us. That's leverage. That's the objective of network marketing. We aren't enrolling 100 people per month. We find a few people and help them get what they want. inLife is a teaching and training business. 40 years of tracking which occupations succeeded or failed in network marketing yielded these results. Number 1 was a teacher. Number 2, a stay-at-home mom. Number 3, engineers. Number 4, accountants. All of these occupations, they were taught to do things in a systemized way. They do it over and over again. Enrolling people is easy. The work begins after they enroll, getting your distributors what they want. We must master these 3 steps. Step 1, strike interest and sort the serious from those kidding around. Step 2, get them information to a website, a webinar, a home meeting, a hotel meeting. We have several opportunities to get online and watch webinars. That's step 2. Step 3 is collect the decisions. The ones that say yes, we simply repeat the 3-step plan over and over again. We have no control over step 2 and 3. We only have control over step 1, striking interest and sorting. Since we only have control over step 1, successful people master step 1, but in a different way, rejection-free. We have the ability to teach step 1. Teach what you do, we teach what Mary should do, and we teach Mary how to teach what to do. At this point, they don't need us anymore, and we can go and build a whole nother organization. Teach, teach, teach. That's our job. Make it easy, fun, and fast. You're going to be able to dramatically improve your sponsoring quotient. You will get a lot more people involved, and you will collect a lot more decisions. Does that sound exciting? It sounds exciting to me. Mastering step 1, introducing people to what we do. When we enroll a new rep, they need both an initial approach and an answer to what is it, or they're going to get killed. This is the first thing we need to teach. Let's talk about the first initial approach, or what I like to call building rapport. If you learn this one simple skill, you can explode your business in 60 days. You can build rapport in less than 20 seconds. You can have them leaning forward, eager to buy, eager to join, and you can teach people in your organization the same skill in less than 3 minutes. I can show you how to get a yes 95% of the time with the rapport skill. Have you heard leaders in network marketing say that the person who gets the most no's wins? That's a lie. The top earners in network marketing are the ones that are getting the most yeses. After the first 3 no's that your new distributor hears, they're gone. They're not interested. You need to teach them to hear yeses. And this is what I call building rapport. Do you know anybody who doesn't want to make more money? Do you know anybody that wouldn't like to have more time? Do you know anybody that wouldn't like to have better health? The big question is, if everyone on the planet wants to make more money and have more time and better health, why are we still getting so many no's? The answer to this question is simple. We need to learn a new set of skills. I might approach you and say something like this. The government takes a big chunk of our income every payday. Add sales tax, property tax, gas tax, and there's another big piece that is gone. Some people have found a way to get most of that back every week. What do you think a prospect would say? Do you think they would be leaning forward, wanting more information? You bet. Is that different than the response you typically get? Let's do another one. Let's say you know someone who has severe bronchitis. Instead of beating them over the head with all the scientific data or trying to sell them in force, I would say something like this. Chronic bronchitis is a serious health issue. Flus, viruses, and disease become deadly when the immune system is compromised. Some people have found a way to improve their immune system naturally and get paid for it. They're leaning forward, wanting more information. Here's another one. A lot of people, this is my favorite one, by the way. A lot of people work for 45 years hoping to retire at 60% of their pay. Social Security is not enough to live on. Some people have found a way to retire in 3 years at full pay. They're leaning forward. They want, what's their reaction? How? What is it? Tell me about it. How about this one? You approach a mother who just now told you she can't afford to send her kids to school. You say, college tuitions are through the roof. The good schools are even more expensive. Some parents have found a way to put their kids through school with no loans and no stress. Do you think that mom's going to get a little bit excited? This is why it works. And this is why I can build rapport with somebody in 20 seconds. Gaining this prospect's trust in a nanosecond, they are literally inviting me to tell them more. How long does it take you to hang up on a telemarketer? 2 seconds? 5 seconds? In real life, people decide things in 30 seconds or less. It's not fair, but that's the way it is. Why does it have to work this way? It's simple. We have two minds. One is a subconscious mind, and one is a conscious mind. A little analogy I'm going to draw is here that your subconscious mind is the size of Texas, and your conscious mind is the size of a pea. The subconscious mind is the one making all the decisions. Most of us have two innate filters. The first is for self-preservation. It deals with, will it kill me? Instant decision, is it dangerous, or is it an uncomfortable situation? The second is an anti-sales filter. The subconscious mind senses selling, and all the defenses go up. You know that 93% of the people out there don't like to be sold? Guess the profession. Note of the feelings associated with each. White clothes, pills, sick people, stethoscope. You're right, it's a nurse or doctor. Big leather belt, hammer, nails, saw. Construction worker or contractor. Next one, high pressure, fast talker, smooth talker. We feel differently about the words used to describe a salesperson. When we talk about the product, company, or plan in an initial approach, the sales filter goes up and the prospect shuts down. Building rapport is getting past those first two filters. Once we get past the filters, your prospect feels confident that you see the world the same way as they do, and they invite you in. Here's how you establish rapport, or what I like to call influencing the mind for fun and for profit. Rapport means confidence. Trust means confidence. So rapport equals trust. This is why it works. Here's how you do it. You state a fact. Not what you think is a fact, but an indisputable fact. Some people work all of their lives, or for 45 years, to retire at 60% of their income. State another fact, and this is also indisputable. Social Security is not enough to live on. And then state another small bit of new information, always in third person, always in third person. Some people have found a way to retire in 3 years at full pay. When we mention the first fact, the subconscious mind says, come on in. The second fact we mention, the subconscious mind says, come on in and sit down. When the bit of new information is shared with the prospect, the subconscious mind says, come on in and sit down and tell me a story. Building rapport is huge. You can teach it today. Fact, bit of new information in third person, and then you have instant rapport. You can develop an initial approach that gets positive responses for your new people so they won't get beat up. You'll get a lot more yeses. The second skill I'm going to teach, and this is exciting, is the 54-second presentation. We will have the prospect leaning forward, and it's imperative that you do not talk them out of it. After the initial approach, the prospect will ask, well, what do you mean? What are you talking about? How do I do that? After the initial approach, the prospect will ask, what do you mean? How does it work? What is it? The words, what is it, usually strikes fear in a new distributor, and they tend to babble. That's exactly where we lose them, because it sets off the anti-sales alarm in their prospect, and they've lost them. Here's how to get a yes. So the prospect asks, what is it? Well, let's just use the name Bob. Bob, I can give you a presentation, but it would take an entire minute. When can you give me an entire minute? Bob would probably more than likely say, now. What would you say to that? Of course you would say now. Think about what you were teaching. Your new rep will be getting 2 yeses from 95 to 100% of the people that they speak with. What will that do for the morale of your team? What will that do for the people that depend on you to lead them? Remember, we get paid for teaching people skills that get results. We are still at step 1, striking interest in sorting. We are now in the sorting phase. They are interested. We've gotten 2 yeses. We have the prospect leaning forward, ready to buy, ready to join. All we have to do now is not talk them out of it. Explain this to yourself first, then your reps. What we are doing here is creating a sorting system, a dynamic so powerful, we are qualifying and taking the business away from the prospect. The prospect must answer yes to all 4 questions or the presentation is over. The 4 questions detail what the prospect must do to earn that type of income through network marketing. Here we go, the 54-second commercial. Look, Bob, before I give you this 1-minute presentation, I really don't want to waste yours or my time. Can I ask you 2 questions? They're going to say yes. First question, if there was a way to earn some extra income, pay less in taxes without giving up what you are currently doing or making an investment, would you seriously consider it? Bob would say, yes. The second question, Bob, what would you like more of and what would you like less of in your life? Bob would say something like, less bills and more time with family. Economically, Bob, what would that look like? $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month? The figure Bob gives you is where his belief level is at. Talk to his belief level about what he wants. Bob may say that he needs $3,000 or $4,000 a month to stay at home or to work from home. Great. Now, Bob, this is how the presentation works. For me to help you make that $3,000 and be at home, we have to do these 4 things. Note, we use what Bob wants throughout the 54-second presentation. If that's okay with you, let me just run them by you, those 4 things. The first thing, I don't want you to make any changes, Bob. We recommend things to other people like a good restaurant, book, or movie. That sounds easy, right, Bob? Bob's going to say yes again. With all of the health awareness out there, do you think you could help me identify 1 or 2 people over the next year who would like to get paid using an all-natural supplement, having more energy and possibly improved health? Second, Bob, with all of the health awareness out there today, do you think you could help me identify 1 or 2 people over the next year who would like to get paid using an all-natural supplement with over 400 clinical studies proving that it naturally boosts the immune system? Bob's going to say yes. Okay, Bob, for you to make that extra $3,000 and be at home more often, do you think you could find 2 or 3 people like you who would like an additional $3,000 or $4,000 a month? We know, all of us, we all know people who would like to make a few extra bucks and spend more time with their family. Isn't that true, Bob? Bob will say yes. Bob, you're 3 for 3. Will you be okay if we did the work as a team? And I did the work with you until you are making at least $3,000 per month because you don't know specifically what to do. Would that be okay with you, Bob? Bob is going to say yes. Have you heard a no in any of these responses yet? You have your new prospect leaning forward, eager to buy, ready to sign up, and we haven't been babbling. We have to use this method. At that point, you would say to Bob, great, Bob, you are 4 for 4. The next step is getting Bob to a home meeting, a webinar, getting him the opportunity CD, getting him to a hotel meeting. Whatever you like to use, at this point, the 54-second presentation is over. Simple and effective.